Sulfur is one of those micronutrients that's gaining a lot of interest from a lot of farmers. Derek Slifer, who's one of the graduate students in the Crop Physiology Department at the University of Illinois, been looking at sulfur and the 4 Rs of sulfur. And that's something you may not have thought about, but he's got the answers. And so we look at it, sulfur application in corn, soybeans, and even in cover crops. Sulfur can apparently is very nimble, a multi-dexterous nutrient.
Yes, so we see sulfur being a hot topic nowadays with farmers, and it's got a broad spectrum of applications. I mean, most of my research is focused on the source type of sulfur, because you have your elemental or your sulfate, and then you're also looking at rates and then timing application. You could spray, there's liquid sulfur you could have in furrow, or even on our cover crop here, we have it as more of a degradation purposes as well.
Degradation, so
to reduce the stover, the trash.
Sure, sure. That's,
yeah.
No, reduce the
stover
residue
from the previous cover crop, or even we have some research on wheat as well for double crop soybeans.
Okay. What's been the most fascinating thing that you've found that says, hey, this is pretty cool, I need to tell somebody about this?
I would say the coolest thing for sulfur is it's such a hot topic, we don't know all the answers yet.
Okay.
That's where most of my research is studied at. Can you bulk sulfur? Do you need to sprinkle along the growing season? Do you need to use one form against another? Because we see, especially on corn, sulfur can be used later in the growing season, which is why we like to use elemental sulfur as long as sulfate as well, to give you upfront boost and then your grain fill session at the end too.
When you go from one crop to another, do we need to change a lot of our equipment? Are you recommending a liquid sulfur on one crop and an elemental sulfur that's a powder on another crop?
That's the fun thing about sulfur. There's too many various combinations, and we're working to figure out which works the best for each crop rotation.
All right. Your research here is covering, well, corn, beans, and cover crops. Are there a lot of farmers who are wondering about it? Because some of them may show up at the Crop Physiology Agronomy Day.
Yes, if you're wondering about sulfur, a great time to show up for the Crop Physiology Day. Dr. Connor Sybil will be giving a sulfur demonstration on corn at the end of the day.
Okay, that day is August 7th at the University of Illinois down on South 1st Street. And Derek, you'll be there and helping people get some answers to their questions.
Absolutely, Stu. Hope to see you there as well.